We do not want to try to take free money from multiple programs for the same thing. Can't double dip. So if you get the EIDL grant and the PPP loan, what they have said is they're going to deduct the grant amount from the PPP loan forgiveness. So let's say you got $1,000 from the EIDL grant, and then you get $12,000 from the PPP loan program. What they're saying is they're only going to forgive $11,000 of the PPP loan money, because that grant money you can use to pay off the other $1,000. Like in total, we only want to give you $12,000. They also say you can use the EIDL money for a completely different thing, but then they still say they're going to offset it against the PPP loan. So if you get both, caution is encouraged in spending the money, because when you spend it, you don't have it anymore. But if you spend on yourself, you can put it into a personal savings account and then perhaps have that money if in case it doesn't all get forgiven. Unemployment and PPP are opposites. You cannot have a PPP loan at the same time you're going through unemployment, because the PPP loan is supposed to alleviate the need for unemployment, but only for 8 weeks. So let's say it is March 1st, I get a PPP loan, follow 8 weeks, I should be paying myself with that PPP loan money. I would not need unemployment if I am paying myself. But let's say I get to June, and June's over, I'm now into July, and I can't afford to pay myself what I was. I'm not making what I was. My business has dropped off further, and my state has partial unemployment. At that point, there's no obligation. I've finished my 8 weeks, and I can go look to other programs to help me make ends meet at that point. But you cannot do the PPP loan and unemployment at the same time. And in fact, if you're a group owner and you have had to lay off any employees or let them go, to keep the PPP loan money forgiven, you are required to rehire them or rehire a replacement for them in order to keep the money. They look at your head count. So if you're like me, I'm a solo practitioner. My head count's 1, it's going to be 1 no matter what way you calculate it. But if you have a group practice and 2 of your clinicians have dropped off, not working at all, and you've agreed to separate, then they're going to reduce the forgiveness, because you theoretically do not need that PPP loan money to pay them. They're not employed any longer.